board originally asked the committee to make a recommendation in May of 2024, but granted an extension until August of 2024. Since the formation of the committee, they made a field trip to Charlotte County to meet their committee members and to review their interpretive sign. Additionally, the committee went on a field trip to the University of Lynchburg to hear a talk titled Confederate Monuments. The committee also consulted with a history professor to discuss the topic and sought feedback. Generally, the committee met every 2 weeks to make a recommendation on the proposed language that would be found on the sign. In your agenda packet, there's an attached graphic that represents the recommendation from the Monument Committee.
My thoughts on it. Well, I appreciate the committee's hard work on coming up with this plaque. I do appreciate it. I think we've got to take this into account, given the context of the times it was built. It was built to honor those that fought during one of the worst moments in U.S. history. And that's exactly what it is. It's a piece of history. If we keep moving the target, given today's context, we're going to have plaques everywhere.
Way to look back on history and to see everybody has a different perspective on this. You know, some people have a perspective that it's, you know, they're proud of their ancestors fighting, whatever it was. You know, we can't go back in time and judge. I don't believe in blood guilt neither, where somebody's you're cast because somebody did something that blood guilt carries on going forward. I don't believe in that. Come together with people that disagree on the history. Do you say, oh, I don't want it, and then the infighting just keeps on going and going and going, you know? Or do you say, you know, everybody deserves, all these people were involved in this situation. You know, some people suffered, all suffered. It doesn't matter what color you were, because 600,000 Americans died fighting for it. So, and everybody has a different perspective. So I've just come to the conclusion it's better to go ahead and put this up and let everybody be happy about the outcome of the situation. You know, I haven't even went by there and looked at the Confederate monument. I know Lynchburg has a beautiful monument right down there in front of the old courthouse, and it's beautiful. The monuments down there in Richmond I thought were great works of art. They were very pretty.
That's where I think it should be.
This area where I'm moving my mouse.
Right in there. Yeah. We accept the recommendation of the Monument Committee, and it should be funded up to $5,500 by the county, and would be placed in a location in the grassy area to the right of the monument as approved by the county administrator. Similar to the attached mock-up, and shall not exceed 3 foot in height and 9 foot square feet in area, and shall meet all zoning ordinance requirements by the town of Amherst. Is that clear as mud?
So you're saying to pay for it with county funds? That's your
Up to
motion?
$5,500, yes, and I'll tell you, we can debate the race thing, go back and forth, and I had relatives that fought in the Civil War. I had relatives that I had one uncle, great uncle, maybe great uncle, that was killed for desertion like a week before the Civil War ended, right? I mean, to say that, it's kind of like we're saying, oh, the African Americans of this county weren't wrong. $5,500 for a plaque just to give another point of view, I don't have a problem with that. And if y'all want to beat me up on social media, I'm not going to respond to you anyway, I've already told you that. But, $5,500, really? We've drugged this on for 3 years, guys.
Martin's motion's on the floor. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nay.
Okay. Opposed nay. All right, motion passes.